And up next, we have the main event of Survivor Series. Or the second to last main event. Because we have Cena versus Triple H in the main event. Well, that title. For the title, Triple H have snapped out of CM Punk's hands. For the title, he have snapped out of a lot of people's hands. And that's why the WBA title isn't going to be defended in this match. Because this Triple H have basically stole it. This match is definitely years in the making, as CM Punk takes on Bret the Hitman Hart. Fortunately, Bret isn't going to be defending the Winged Eagle title either, because he lost it to Ric Flair at SummerSlam. So no titles are on the line thanks to those two morons who think they're on top of the mountain, which are Triple H and Ric Flair. Ric Flair is defending against Randy Orton tonight. I hope Randy Orton takes out Ric Flair, and I hope John Cena takes out Triple H. It's time we bury the past in rubble. It's time we bury the dirty players in rubble for sure. But here tonight, before we can worry about any of that, we have our third main event. Next main event, it's Randy and it's Rick for the Winged Eagle Championship. Randy have held that championship once when he beat The Undertaker, but can he beat the dirtiest player in the game? We will find out. And can John Cena become 7th-time WBA champion when he beats, you guessed it, the dirty player himself, Triple H? But CM Punk is here tonight, and he's gonna make Bret the Hitman Hart submit. This is a submission match. But Bret the Hitman Hart, he's gonna make this into some kind of a match CM Punk wouldn't want to have again. He wouldn't want to piss off another legend in his career ever again. He wouldn't want to call another one out. Especially not Bret the Hitman Hart. The best there was and the best there ever will be. For a match of this magnitude here tonight at Survivor Series. Legends are everywhere. We had the Undertaker versus Kane earlier on tonight. The Undertaker dismantled Kane in Hell in the Cell. That was a brutal match. Wasn't the first time those two were in Hell in the Cell either. They were in it years ago and they won it back tonight. That was a brutal match. But here tonight we have the third match of the night with the Bret the Hitman Hart and CM Punk. 2 matches to go after this one, guys. But Bret looks to teach CM Punk a lesson. Because once he locks in that sharpshooter, CM Punk, he's not going to escape off the leash. He's not going to escape off the lead. And that is just the truth. You can't escape Bret the Hitman Hart when he gets you in his clutches. That is just the truth. Bret the Hitman Hart is one of the greatest of all time, and he knows exactly how to beat someone like CM Punk. And he knows exactly how to teach someone a lesson when that BS thrown in his direction, when that BS thrown in his way. Face off here, it's CM Punk and it's Bret the Hitman Hart. Whoever thought we would see this one, even though it's not for the 2 titles like it was advertised for, because this match, it had been advertised since before SummerSlam, I'm afraid. This match is one of those matches what you can't miss. That is why we booked it late in advance, early in advance even, as CM Punk takes on Bret the Hitman Hart. Sorry about the title thing. I just don't understand why they decided to screw these 2 out of the titles. But now, here we have a match what is built on respect. And it is gonna be so damn humiliating if CM Punk loses tonight, because he have been losing so much. He have lost his former self thanks to that stupid bastard Triple H. And if CM Punk saw Triple H tonight, I afraid there it gonna be an altercation don't think Triple H would want to have before a title defense against John Cena tonight. Because CM Punk, he did say he wants to cave Triple H's face in. But here tonight, CM Punk will need to focus on another legend. It's Bret the Hitman Hart. As they lock up, CM Punk better keep his head in the game. He doesn't want to submit because this is a submission match. And there's no pinfalls in this match. You can't kick out. There's no escape once you're in the lion's den. And oh my goodness, it looked like the best there is going to get CM Punk. And just start mauling him. He's gonna grab him. And oh my goodness, it looked like Bret the Hitman Hart. He's enjoying himself here tonight. And he punches CM Punk in the side of the head. This is dirty, damn it. Bret doesn't care. He was born in a wrestling background. He has an entire wrestling family to go back to. Owen Hart, Jim Neidhart. He's part of a huge family. Even the British Bulldog is part of it. And he has a whole wrestling dungeon. So that is why Bret the Hitman Hart just might be better than CM Punk. As CM Punk had been busted open early. He'd been cut just by the nose. CM Punk is bleeding from the nose area. And oh my god. It looked like CM Punk is going to learn a valuable lesson in respect tonight from Bret the Hitman Hart. When you fuck with a member of the Hart family, you learn a lesson. And oh my god, CM Punk, he just went low, he went dirty and he tripped up Bret the Hitman Hart. He got him by the leg and just tripped him up. And Bret the Hitman Hart went crashing into the official, knocking down the referee. Bret the Hitman Hart have just headbutt the referee by mistake. Thanks to CM Punk knocking Bret the Hitman Hart over. Thanks to that trip up. CM Punk, he might be becoming a dirty player. But just like that, our official is bleeding. The referee is bleeding now, guys. I think we will need a new referee. That referee isn't fit to continue at this point. But if we know that ref like we know him, then he will persevere until the very last breath. Until the very end. And CM Punk, he's back up to his feet. And he hooks Bret the Hitman Hart. And just like that, CM Punk, he scoops Bret the Hitman Hart off his feet. And he's gonna drop Bret the Hitman Hart straight onto his ass. A massive slam from CM Punk. A classic body slam, a tribute to Hulk Hogan and many others. As CM Punk, he slams Bret the Hitman Hart to the ground. That was really a John Cena kind of slam right there. But CM Punk, he better not be going for a cover because he can't win that way. CM Punk, he gone for a figure 4 leg lock. Who knows? He might be trying to get under Ric Flair's skin for taking the title away from Bret the Hitman Hart. I don't understand. Maybe there is an alliance somewhere between these two. Maybe CM Punk is willing to help Bret the Hitman Hart in some way, but he can't help him much now because he has it leg locked in the figure 4. The figure 4 leg lock is an agonizing submission hold to be in, and it looked like CM Punk might just snap the Hitman's leg in half and the bones will be broken. So what is the point of wrestling with a broken leg? He gets out of it. But the Hitman Hart gets the ropes to break the hold. And just like that, CM Punk will be forced to let go. Otherwise, with being disqualified. Who knows if that would just CM Punk trying to dismantle Bret the Hitman Hart. Or he is actually trying to get involved in a much bigger war, a much bigger problem, which is Triple H and Ric Flair by using Ric Flair's finisher Who knows if he's trying to get under the Nature Boy's skin? But I don't know. It looked like it's just like that. But the Hitman Hart turns it round on CM Punk, trying to break CM Punk's leg. Oh my god. That is agonizing, especially when it turned around on you trying to break your leg, Punk. And Punk gets the rope. He doesn't want to be locked in a double-sided of the figure four. What is gonna end his flipping fucking life? As CM Punk, he gets out of it. CM Punk, you can call him the good guy, you can call him the anti-hero, but CM Punk definitely isn't stupid. He's definitely gonna go low when he needs to. And CM Punk, he gonna get, and Bret the Hitman Hart, don't do this. You're gonna get under Bret's skin now? What in the hell? You're doing so much stuff here, Punk, but I just don't know if you can beat the Hitman. But oh my god, you got his legs in position, and now Punk, what in the hell are you thinking on doing to Bret the Hitman bloody Hart? Oh my god. You're gonna break his heart, damn it. You're gonna break his Hart family foundation down if you use this move on him. This is Bret's move, damn it. As he gets the sharpshooter locked in on Bret the Hitman Hart, the sharpshooter, Bret is in agonizing pain, especially that his submission, his finisher, have been turned around to Punk's advantage. Punk is using Bret's finisher on him, his submission hold. And that is just going to get under the skin of Bret the Hitman Hart. If he manages to get out of this, fine, but he have earned our respect. He have earned our respect many times. He have been in these struggles before, but just like that, Bret the Hitman Hart, he gets the ropes, and our ref is going to tell CM Punk to let go of the hold, because he is going to get disqualified, because Bret the Hitman Hart gets the ropes and he broke that hold. CM Punk, and if he doesn't listen to the official, then he could be risking his career here or get suspended. I know CM Punk's head is at a strange place right now since he lost the title, since he's fighting with all the legends, since Triple H have stole his spot from him. Since everything had been going downhill, since Triple H had been such a fucking cunt. Now CM Punk, he gonna lay Bret the Hitman Hart out. Isn't just like that. It looked like the title might be returning to CM Punk. He might get one step closer to getting back his title from either Triple H or John Cena. But I very much doubt the bad blood will be over between Bret the Hitman Hart and CM Punk, because CM Punk is out to humiliate Bret the Hitman Hart. GES, go to sleep. He just taken Bret the Hitman Hart's heart right out of his body with that GES. He just smacked the teeth down his throat, knee to the face. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Bret. It looked like CM Punk. Yep, you hit the GTS. Go to sleep, Bret the Hitman Hart. You've taken him back to school. Back to the Hart family dungeon, I might add. This is personal. And CM Punk, he's going after Bret again. And this has been a classic. CM Punk is targeting all Bret the Hitman Hart's areas of his body what he haven't used in a while. And this is gonna really get under the skin of Bret the Hitman Hart. You're gonna break his leg, damn it. Don't do this. And CM Punk, he just gets Bret the Hitman's leg and just trips over with it. Oh boy. He just broke Bret the Hitman's leg. Oh boy. And CM Punk, that is agonizing. He just fallen down, twisting Bret the Hitman's leg. And just like that, Hart's leg have just been twisted into oblivion. Oh boy, and Bret the Hitman, he gonna get out of that. He needs to get out of that hold. He's not gonna be humiliated, but you're not gonna win this with a wrestling roll-up. It isn't that type of match, Bret. He's bleeding from the nose, from that GES. Oh boy, Bret the Hitman Hart is bleeding from the nose. That GEF really caught him in a wrong way. Because that knee to the nose probably caught him flash on the nose. He's bleeding right out of his nose. The ref needs to stop this match if it gets too far. Bret the Hitman Hart, he takes CM Punk out. And just like that, he turns it around on him. Sharpshooter is gonna be locked in. CM Punk is gonna submit. For God's sake. It looked like Bret the Hitman Hart is gonna make CM Punk in bits tonight. Gonna make CM Punk mop the floor with his own head. Oh boy. Oh boy. It looked like the sharpshooter was locked in. CM Punk, he's in agonizing pain. Stop this. And CM Punk, he gets the ropes. It looked like CM Punk, he'd once again gonna get what he has coming to him. Don't try to intimidate a legend and get away with it by making Bret see his own blood by using his finishers, submissions on him and thinking you're going to get away with it, Punk. Because just like that, Bret the Hitman Hart, he turns it around on you like no man's game. Bret the Hitman Hart have been in these sort of matches before. He knows what kind of matches these are. He have had matches with the modern generation, like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, so-called. And yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart knows what he's doing. He had matches with Steve Austin, which is basically an older version of Punk, except the other guy loves beer. And yeah, what? It's time. Bret the Hitman Hart, he picks CM Punk back up, and just like that, they're going to stand off and throw some brutal haymakers at each other. Turn the thing into a slugfest. Oh boy, and CM Punk, he looks for a punch on Bret the Hitman Hart. You're not going to humiliate Bret, damn it. And Bret blocks CM Punk's punch. And just like that, that punch is not going to humiliate Bret. And CM Punk, he have just been humiliated in front of everyone, thinking he can knock out Bret the Hitman Hart with a Muhammad Ali sort of punch right there. And oh my, he's not going to knock out Bret. And Bret the Hitman Hart, he gets a punch of his own in. And just like that, CM Punk might have failed, but Bret the Hitman Hart will never fail. A legend from the 80s will always take out the generational athlete of today's locker room, which is our last, only, and ever will be champion for CM Punk. And CM Punk have just been taken out by Bret the Hitman Hart, being punched right in the face, being flattened onto the floor. He have just been cracked. He have just been busted open by Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh boy, CM Punk is bleeding from the face. Someone better fix this right now. CM Punk is bleeding from the skull. Somebody better stop this. This is turning into an all-out classic. But it isn't good for CM Punk right now. Let's just say this. This might be one of CM Punk's dream matches, but he's gonna be flattened in it. Oh boy. The saying is, never meet your heroes. But CM Punk had met his hero and been put straight onto his ass. He had been flattened by his hero. Ha ha ha. What a fool. As CM Punk, he met his hero and just been flattened. CM Punk, he have just been slammed straight onto his ass. CM Punk, no more, I say. CM Punk have just met his hero and been slammed straight onto his ass. And now Bret the Hitman Hart can capitalize. That body slam possibly is enough to send CM Punk back to the minor leagues. Possibly enough to send him back to Scorn. Possibly enough to send him back to college. Oh boy, you can study wrestling again because Bret the Hitman Hart have just humiliated you in front of this entire crowd here tonight. Punk is gonna be humiliated in front of the crowd, the Madison Square Garden crowd in New York City. Oh boy, it's about time. Bret the Hitman Hart is gonna lock in the sharpshooter one more time. Hopefully it's the charm he needs to put the final nail in the coffin of this legendary match. CM Punk, he's trying to get out of it, but he doesn't have enough left. Bret is gonna win this because Punk, he can't fight back, damn it. CM Punk, he have just fallen to the floor. CM Punk, he's out, guys. Bret the Hitman Hart have just submitted CM Punk. He tapping out. CM Punk have just lost to Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart have won tonight, guys. And CM Punk have been permanently scarred from that loss. CM Punk has some work to do if he's making his way back to the title. Because here tonight, I wouldn't call that one of CM Punk's best nights. One of his best matches. I would definitely call that a good comeback for Bret the Hitman Hart. After losing the Winged Eagle title at SummerSlam to Ric Flair. I would call that a good comeback. And I can see Bret the Hitman Hart getting that old Nature Boy and putting him straight on his ass in the near future. Proving why he is the best there ever will be. As CM Punk just falls down to the ground humiliated. They just lost that damn match. But here tonight, it was Bret the Hitman Hart's night. He had just permanently scarred CM Punk, possibly for the rest of his life. But just like that, it's Bret the Hitman Hart who gets his hand waved by our official, Earl Hebner, here tonight. That classic match. It could win a scholarship. It could win anything. It could win a lot of money for us in the WBA because of how good it was. It could win an Oscar. It could do anything for us. That match was a classic. Even regardless if you were a Punk fan, Punk poured his heart out tonight. And he still went up short, but he had nothing to be ashamed of. There are plenty of other opportunities in the future for Bret the Hitman Hart. And also the best in the world, CM Punk. CM Punk might have went out on the receiving end tonight. He might have lost to the best there is and the best there ever will be with the Bret the Hitman Hart. But it doesn't mean things are over. It doesn't mean CM Punk is finished with the WBA. It just means it's adding more fuel to the fire between Triple H and CM Punk. And the whole quest for CM Punk to get his WBA title back. Once CM Punk gets his title back, possibly things are going to come back to normal. But Cena, he have also been screwed out of the title, and he looks to take it back. He looks to take the ball back, as he said a number of nights ago. John Cena wants to take the ball back. He wants to take Triple H back to school. He wants to teach Triple H a bloody lesson in respect, and he's going to do so. Because if you really think Bret the Hitman Hart is done, then you have another thing coming. Because Bret the Hitman Hart will never be done. Bret the Hitman Hart will get his title back, and he is going to be so happy with it after we crack that stupid bastard Ric Flair's head open like an egg, and he's going to prove once again why he is the best there ever will be in this company's history. CM Punk, he has some work to do. He's going to snatch that title out of that stupid King Cerebral Assassin's ass, and he's going to take his title back if it's the last thing he does. But that was an epic match, and we will be back soon for the rest of the pay-per-view.